Texas boxing scene is here with, I guess we'll call you lightweight prospect, Travis Crawford, coming off a spectacular win back in February in his hometown of Corpus Christi. He's actually got 2 fights coming up in the next couple of weeks. Well, tell everyone first what you got going on this week.
Louisiana, May 27th, coming out to fight against Raul Garcia Jr. and gonna come out and play with him a little bit and then drop him in the third round.
So you're calling for a third round knockout?
I'm calling a third round knockout.
And that's just a little tune-up for what you got going on June 10th. Reyna Promotions. You're back in your home city, Corpus, the Robstown Fairgrounds. Tell us about June 10th.
I'm just gonna go out there, put a show on, like I always. Last fight, we didn't really get to train off for 2 weeks because I had problems with my car and I had a lot of things going on.
You got a new car now. It's looking fresh.
Yeah, I got a new car. I got a Charger now. But
it looks good. It looks good.
With this camp, we've just been working on things, angling, turning, ripping bodies, ripping the top, setting up feints. It's gonna be a whole new me. We've been hitting the weights, and it's gonna be a whole new me, a whole new built me. You're gonna just see everything's gonna be new.
So we're looking forward to seeing the finished product. So first, May 27th in New Orleans. It's just sort of a tune-up fight to get you ready and to get you sharp for June 10th. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Because haven't fought since February, just been spring.
Yeah.
But when you're a whole different story. So I want to get back in there, see how I feel at this new weight with this new amount of muscle that I put on, and we'll see. We'll just carry it on into June 10th.
You fought your last fight at 135, and I thought you looked spectacular. You impressed a lot of people with that fight. Is 135, is that the weight you feel best at? Is that where you're going to stay at?
That's the way I feel really comfortable at. The weight cut doesn't drain me as much, even though I've put on a lot of weight. The weight cut doesn't drain me. I feel really healthy. I feel strong, and then when I hydrate back up, I feel really, really strong. Like every punch that I throw, it pop to it.
That's not going to be good for your opponents because you throw a lot of snappy punches. You impressed a lot of people back in February in your hometown. First, what was it like returning home, fighting in Corpus? You had a packed house. What was that like?
It was an amazing feeling. Walked out, and as soon as I walked out, people just saw the tip of my hat. Everybody just started not laughing, but everybody just started cheering, going crazy. And then whenever the stoppage came, I just heard everybody you can hear everybody just get out of their seats and just roar, and it was crazy. Everywhere I walked, somebody was, "Can I take a picture? Can I get an autograph?" It was a surreal feeling.
It was the first card back in Corpus. It was well attended. You had Jesse Benavidez, you had Jerry Belmontes there. What was it like having those great names, watch you?
It was an honor. Jesse Benavidez, I think he was 40-5 as a pro.
Former world champ, yes sir. Yeah.
Just having somebody like that being there watching me, telling me "Hey man, you did spectacular," really means a lot. Having Jerry there really meant a lot too, because Jerry's one of the more underrated fighters that not a lot of people know about, but he was really a big dog.
Jerry was probably should have been a world champ before it might have been before your time. How old are you? Like 22? 20. He fought Omar Figueroa back in 2013. He probably deserved the decision, and it went the other way. But I mean, Belmontes was almost. I mean, he couldn't really get any closer to being a world champ. Most people thought he earned deserved the shot. Have you seen the fight?
I think I've seen it, but I was too little to fully pay attention to the fight.
Yeah. So we fast forward to June 10th. Big fight again. Belmontes was supposed to be on the card. He suffered an injury. So now you and a couple other guys have to carry the workload. There's a lot of expectations on you. What can we expect from you on June 10th?
Just a whole new me. You're gonna see. I'm still be that. I'm still gonna be the exciting, fast punchers, a lot of combinations fighter. But now they're gonna have more of my punches were loud last time. They're gonna be even louder this time. The dude's head's gonna be everywhere. He's not gonna be able to touch me. it's gonna be a crazy fight. You're not if you blink, you might miss it.
I don't know if you know your opponent too well. Michael Haynes, I think he's from San Antonio, or he's from that area at least.
I
He's. Do you know much about him? I've seen most of his fights. He's incredibly tough. Do you know your opponent?
not as much, but he's just gonna be another one that hits the canvas.
If you can finish him, that would be a lot of credit. I'm not doubting you, but I was saying that guy is rugged and as tough as can be. I'm looking forward to it. So you got 2 fights coming up in the next 3 weeks. What's the plan? I've always said, I said on the telecast too. I said, people are going to underestimate him because of his record, right? He took 2 losses against 2 highly touted prospects. One he probably deserved a decision in, Reyna. Do people, underestimate you and kind of overlook you because you got the 2 losses on your record?
I believe so. I believe they're like, oh, when I first started, when I went to Conroe, Texas, they called me up to fight on a B-sided card, and they're like, yeah, like it'll be a good paycheck. I was like, okay. So and I went out there and I dropped their dude, had him flying across all over the ring, and won by UD. Tyler Pacheco came in. He thought, oh, this is just another kid that he's probably never felt the power of a man, and then took him out on his feet, had him out on his feet. And then, like I said, that camp, we didn't even have a full training camp. We had like maybe 2 weeks of training. But
it was the Tyler Pacheco fight wasn't just a great stoppage. It was a really, really entertaining fight. It was a fight of the night for sure. What was it like to get the stoppage and give that kind of performance in the first fight back in Corpus Christi in 5 years?
Man, it was just amazing. Like I can't say every round. I knew I was excited. The crowd was excited. He definitely kept me on my toes. He definitely kept me on my toes for that fight. But I feel like what I did is I chopped him down to the point where his body was just too beat. And when I finally threw a decent punch to the top, he couldn't take it, and it put him out. It put him out on his feet.
It was a spectacular performance that a lot of people of note took notice of. You're going to get a lot of work off of that performance, especially if you can give. Is there pressure on you again to try to outdo that last performance? Because outdoing that last performance, honestly, it's not going to be easy to give a better performance than you gave the last time. Is there pressure like, okay, I set the bar this high, now I got to surpass it?
For sure, because I want to go out there and I want to entertain everybody and I want to do what I do, but at the same time, I can't drag a fight longer than it needs to be dragged out. But and that time that I am fighting, I'm definitely gonna give everybody a performance and have everybody standing on their toes like always.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on a full camp. Progress as you get older. I'm looking forward to see your development. Is there a plan intact? Like how many more times do you want to fight this year, and then how many? When do you want to be fighting elite level fighters and beat those guys that you lost to early in your career? I mean, is there a plan like to get back? How many times you want to fight this year, and then when you want to be fighting elite level names?
Well, right now we have the 3 lined up. We have the May 27th, of June 10th, and then the July 23rd. But I really want to fight at least 6 to 7 times this year. Really stay active. Try to get into the 8 rounds, because after July 23rd might be my first 6-rounder. So okay. we're really like focusing on just building up and taking things slow, but really progressing, seeing like how things go and how we move, and just doing things and everything.
The performance was exciting, and the one thing no one would question is that you can sell tickets and you can pack the house for sure. Do you feel pressure to score spectacular knockouts? Like just a decision, just like good performance, isn't going to be enough?
I don't feel the pressure, because like if you look for a knockout and take punches, you have that one big. So like if it goes, I know I'm playing on a great performance. I mean, if I get the knockout, it's gonna have everybody knows even.
You're breaking up on me a little bit, Travis. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. You just broke up on me a little bit there. All right. So I mean, obviously, the plan is to stay active, and build your record up. I mean, I didn't maybe I didn't get it. When do you want to be fighting elite level fighters? And when do you really want to, take? I know you're going to 6 rounders in July. When do you want to be fighting those elite names and taking on, those top names again?
Maybe when we get to like 10-2, 12-2, which with the way that we're moving right now, it isn't gonna take long. And I do want to.
Yeah, if you're fighting once a month, you can get there quick. You can get there quick. So you're fighting in May, June, and July. So I mean, it's a good thing. There's no time to get out of shape, right? You're constantly in the gym, constantly improving. You want to give a shout out to your coaches and your gym. I just saw them when you walked into the gym real quick.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Coach Jordan Penny, staying past his workout circuits and everything. He trained me for 3 hours in the morning, and then right at 3:30, right here back here again. Coach Juan, he always helps out whenever he can. Coach Rob, he's always there too to help me out. Just it's a big shout. My cut man David Gonzalez, amazing guy. He's always as soon as I need him. I called him for a short notice on this fight, and he requested work immediately. He's a really great dude too. Just big shout out to Team Crawford.
Team Crawford and this Crawford fights not like the other Crawford, not like the welterweight champ. This Crawford stays in the ring and gives entertaining fights. It's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing you fight on June 10th in the Reyna Promotions card. Given your last performance, I thought it was a spectacular performance. Have you gone back and thought about it and kind of thought, okay, what do I need to fix? What do I need to improve on? And what can I do better?
Yeah, I definitely got hit a lot more than I wanted to. Because, I gave a lot of big hits, but I definitely took some too. They didn't hit me or anything. I was walking through them, but, if I really want to keep this in the long run, so I'm not trying to take hits like that as much. So we've really just been improving on defense and turning up pitches. So
that was kind of,
really don't want to take hits.
That was kind of the reaction from everyone. Everyone's like, "This is a really good offensive fighter who needs to make, who needs to tighten some things up defensively." But you recognize that, and like I said, you're 20, so you're still really young. You have a lot of time to get better. I know you had a pretty good amateur career, and I know you're looking to bigger and better things than just fighting at local shows. Even though this is going to be a great one, June 10th, Reyna Promotions. I want to ask you, your weight class 135. There was a relatively big fight last weekend. Haney and Loma, did you get to watch it? And what did you think of the scorecards?
Oh man, I might get a lot of hate for this one, but I feel like Loma took it. That was my opinion. I feel like Loma outclassed him, outboxed him, and even with power punches, he wobbled Haney at least 4 or 5 times. And in that championship round, I think it was the 11th round, Haney was just on ice skates that whole round.
Loma had him in trouble there in the 11th. Like, it looked like he was gunning for the stoppage. But I give Haney credit. Haney came back and had a good 12th round. I agree. I thought Loma deserved the decision too. I thought Loma. I thought it was close, but I thought Loma definitely deserved the decision.
I thought anything split decision loss because a UD is crazy to me. A unanimous win for Haney was crazy, but I would have enjoyed either a split or a majority decision draw.
It does seem interesting, right? Like, everyone watching the fight at home, everyone in the arena, everyone watching it thought Loma won, but none of the judges did. It's always interesting when that happens. Like, how we watching a different fight than the judges, right? Because everyone I've talked to says it was close. Loma won, right?
That we didn't see on TV, that so close to the ring, but I don't know. But I personally think Loma won.
That's the popular opinion that I've gotten. Unfortunately, I don't get to see your dog this time. And there's one other question I wanted to ask you. On your trunks in the last fight, it said autism. Is that something that's near and dear to your heart?
Yes, actually, I have a little brother who suffers from autism. We actually have to send him to a certain school so he can actually get a good education. So a lot of my fights, I try to make a little donation on autism, or I try to raise autism awareness. This fight, I'm actually doing it in support of cancer, of not liver cancer, just all types of cancer. Because my aunt, the February fight was actually supposed to be a cancer themed show, but my shorts didn't come in time, so I just reused my autism shorts. But now that my shorts are in time, I'm doing a cancer theme. I'm getting custom cancer shoes done. My shorts, they have the word cancer on them. I'm gonna donate a good amount of my purse to a cancer research, and I'm gonna try to do everything I can because December my aunt, she had passed away from pancreas cancer, and then just recently I have an uncle who just got prostate cancer. And then my grandpa also passed away from brain cancer. So cancer is something that really like affects me and my family, and I want to do my part as my part as just try help raise awareness for as much as I can.
This was unplanned, but my grandmother also, it's about 10 years ago, died of pancreatic cancer, and both of my sons, they're 8 and 6, and they both have autism as well. So when I saw that, it was near and dear to my heart. I donate most of the proceeds from this channel to autism research and recovery. So that's something that's near and dear to my heart. I saw it on your trunks. I meant to ask you about it. I just totally forgot. So those are two causes actually that are near and dear to my heart as well. So I appreciate the work that you do. June 10th. Well, actually, May 27th, you're back in the ring in Louisiana. And then June 10th, you're back at home. Tell everyone where they can. Well, first, I know you got some sponsors. You got some sponsors you want to give a shout out to. Yeah.
Big shout out to Jordan Penny and Elite Fitness. He just actually opened a giant weight room on the other side, too. So we'll be hitting weights there. Big shout out to the Athletic Club for providing me with weights, cold dips, saunas, steam rooms. Big shout out to Chacho's Tacos for always keeping me fueled up, ready to Complete Health for always helping me make weight, help me on this bulk, on the leaning out, all the vitamins, supplements, everything. Myers for dishing out a whole bunch of money to help me out. Absolute Fabric for paying almost $2,000 for my cancer shorts and shoes.
Shout out to them, and shout out to Chacho's Tacos too. Best tacos anywhere in the coastal bend. Absolutely.
Shout out to CeeLo. Shout out to Texas Broker. Shout out to Finders Keepers. The classic Little Lounge, House of Champs. There's a lot more. I don't know. Those are just the ones off the top of my head. Church of Skins, Max Fitness. Yeah, dang, I had a list. I don't even know what my list was. If I forget, get it wrong.
We'll get you on the next one if we forgot you. Travis Crawford, looking forward to a June 10th Reyna promotion. But before that, you got a little tune-up fight May 27th. I want to see 2 knockouts out of you in the next 3 weeks, champ. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, find me on _361 Facebook Crawford, or you can follow my Facebook Joe account, Crawford Trav.
Give the Instagram one more time. You broke up a little bit on that Instagram. Give the Instagram one more time.
Travis T.
Appreciate your time, champ. God bless. Looking forward to seeing you on June 10th.
Yes, sir. Thank you. God bless you too.
God bless, man. Be good.
All right. Bye. Yes, sir. Oh, shoot.